One of the big shockers of the weekend in the NBA playoffs, the Memphis Grizzlies, the 2 seed, they fall to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who had to get through the play-in just to get into the postseason. The Wolves winning 130-117. Joining me now from Locked On Grizzlies, Shawn Coleman. And Shawn, what do the Grizzlies need to do to get this back on track in Game 2?
Oh, it's very simple. They're going to have to be able to get off to a good start. That's exactly what occurred. They went down 41-33 in the first quarter of Game 1. The Grizzlies were the best first quarter team, arguably, since the calendar turned to 2022 in the NBA season. And the thing is that these are two teams that are more built to play with the lead than they are to play from behind, but especially the Grizzlies, because 16-7 was the 3-point differential, Peter, in Game 1. It's very hard to the way the Grizzlies play, for them to be able to try to come back into a game if they're not going to shoot the three to the level that the Wolves are. And the Wolves are just a better three-point shooting team. So we got to get off to a better start. We've also got to make sure that, that for much of the game, the two best offensive players are not Wolves, like it was for much of the game with Anthony Edwards as well as Karl-Anthony Towns. So, in some way, shape, or form, containing those two, not letting another big game happen for another player like Malik Beasley. But to me, the biggest thing of all is we were the best first quarter team in the NBA for much of the season. We got to play like it in Game 2.
You mentioned Anthony Edwards. He goes for 36 in his playoff debut, true playoffs games. We're talking about not playing games. What can the Grizzlies do to slow him down a little bit better?
Pray. And I'll joke it aside, but no, the thing is that they really, to be honest with you, the Grizzlies, I'm not necessarily totally disappointed with how they defended him. Some of the opportunities that were there, they were able to keep him from his normal, driving opportunities that he had during games. But, to keep on contesting shots, you just have to hand it to him. That they're going to have to put Desmond Bane and Dillon Brooks on him in a lot of situations. They're going to have to make sure, unlike early in the game on Saturday, that they don't have as many situations where Steven Adams is on Anthony Edwards. But at the end of the day, you're just going to have to keep contesting shots. The thing that we can just tip our hat to is that Anthony Edwards made a lot of tough shots on Saturday. So it's not really for them to change up what they've done. It's just that they're going to have to lock down more consistently in order to contest his shots and, hope he doesn't have as much success making the tough ones like he did Saturday.
Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr., they go a combined 10 for 28 from the field in Game 1. How can Memphis get those guys going? Because the thing that has been so great about the Grizzlies all season is they go 8-10 guys deep. They can get scoring, they can get defense and playmaking from everywhere. They didn't on Saturday night.
Absolutely. They're going to have to find mismatches for Jaren Jackson Jr. to be able to get the ball low, get him inside and outside. They're going to have to find those opportunities. He was 0 from 5 from 3 as well. The other big thing is that they're going to have to find the ability to prioritize the three, whether that's, opportunities where they drive and kick. It's opportunities where they get out in the corner and find three-point opportunities. 7 threes on 27 attempts just aren't going to cut it. If the Grizzlies are going to have, 12, 15, 18 less three-point attempts per game than the Timberwolves, it's probably not going to work out too well for the Grizzlies. So they're going to have to prioritize high percentage shots from three, especially corner threes for Jaren and Dillon and others. Dillon did an excellent job overcoming no one else really stepping up to support Desmond Bane, but they're going to have to prioritize looks from three, especially high percentage one, working off what Ja can do in the paint.